Alright guys, welcome back to another Chrysalineous Pokemon Go video. I'm sure you're all wondering why I don't have a Kanto Tour video uploaded, and it's because I've already made 6 about this event, so I feel like everything's already been said. But today we've got Loveless right over here beside me. He's made a guest appearance in almost all of my Community Day videos. He's my rival in Pokemon Go, always 17 steps ahead. The legend himself. And today what we're going to be doing is talking about the Kanto Tour event, kind of how it went, what we felt about it, and we're going to go over some of the awesome shinies we got. Ben definitely outshunned me once again, literally doubled my numbers. So, Ben, I don't want to take too much away from you. How was your Kanto event overall?
Overall, pretty good. It was a 12-hour event. I showed up on time.
Oh, yeah.
But I think we played, 9 hours in one spot. Then we had to go to the girlfriend's house, dinner. But I was able to catch a couple of more leaving our spot. And then I got a couple waiting for McDonald's. So the event was popping the whole time, all 12 hours of it. I loved it. I thought it was great. Probably one of the better events. Totally worth the $11.
Yeah. A lot of people were saying... So I guess there were a bunch of issues with the server and actually playing the event. But if you didn't have those server issues, overall it was a really good event. I had some problems getting into raids and things like that. But besides that, I mean, the shinies were there. I ended up with 21. So, and I couldn't really play as much during the second half, so I probably would have gotten more if I...
Yeah.
I was with my family during the second half, so I really just couldn't do it. But you ended up getting 43?
43 I ended up with.
So that's
and
awesome.
Then a random Squirtle today, so it was pretty nice. I started the event probably, almost 12 hours earlier. You had texted me the night before when Australia started, and we were really excited for some of those remote passes.
Right.
I ended up doing, I think, 20 Mewtwo raids over the course of those 12 hours before our start time. And then that's when I was able to snag the 2 Mewtwo's.
Yeah, you got the Mewtwo's. I'm so upset. I did so many raids during that event. More than 20 I had to have. And I didn't get a single shiny from a raid. So...
Oh, that's so rough. That's funny. I think I definitely worked for it. It was kind of rough because I was working overnight. And so I had to keep glancing down at my phone and then just tapping under the desk. So it was interesting. It was a fun event. I wished there would have been more of the regional raids. I would like to have done some of those.
Yeah, I would have liked it if they had the regionals, the raids, stay with the regionals and the legendaries. I mean, the legendaries are still there. But if the regionals stayed till 10 that evening instead of...
Yeah.
Because it ended at 9, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, if they pushed it towards 10 when raids normally stop, or maybe a little bit into the next day, I probably would have been happier, because with all the raids we were doing, we missed out on a lot of catching, so it would have been nice to have a period of time where you could just focus on the raids without losing the special spawns.
Right. Yeah, for sure, because then there's that weird hour where you had it reset back to the original lineup, the non-event lineup. So, I totally agree. I think it would have been nice to extend the raids that extra hour, because then you really could have focused on just those last hour worth of raids.
Yeah, I had to wait till I didn't get a Tauros during the actual day because I was like, I don't want to do a Tauros raid. That's ridiculous. And then all the spawns changed up, and I wasn't seeing any more Tauros. And I was like, I might have screwed myself out of completing this event. And I ended up finding it, so we're good. But
3 minutes after you left, there was a Tauros raid.
Yeah, gotta love that. And now I still want to get a shiny Mewtwo because he's still in raids, but what is it? He doesn't know Psy Strike anymore, right? Except for the special
No,
raid
is he
day.
back to Shadow Ball? Yeah.
Yeah, because I got one a day or two ago, whatever day was it? Yesterday. That was Confusion Focus Blast.
Oh, you didn't even get the Shadow Ball. That's so bad.
Yeah. So, like, the ones
I'm
I
sorry.
did day of are Psy Strike, so we're good there. But if I do end up getting the shiny, I'm still going to have to TM it. But, what... So, I chose red, and you chose green, is that right?
I chose the green.
Nice.
Did
I
you complete
almost...
all of the tasks?
All the task? Yeah. I got a 15 in my, completion medal. Everything's done there. I'm working on the stuff for today. The Kanto
Okay.
celebration, the post game, and the all-in-one, the quest for Mew. I still have to send a bunch of gifts to complete that.
Yeah. I mentioned to you yesterday, my kid, he's got a kid account, so they auto completed the 151 send gifts. So he's already on the second stage.
And it's
Catch 30 of every type and catch 151 species. So he's already 3 days ahead of us.
jeez. Yeah, I'm kind of excited for that though. I saw online a bunch of people were like, "This is gonna be bad. This is gonna take a while," but I'm like, that sounds fun, you know?
Well, what I'm starting to appreciate right now with this particular event is I play hard, and with every other research that we get, I complete it within a day, and then I have nothing to do for the rest of the week other than just regular shiny chase. But this one's gonna be nice because it's gonna drag it out a little bit, and it kind of gives me a kind of a goal to push for the a week, 2 weeks. I think the dragons are going to be kind of hard to find the 30 dragons, but I think with some of the upcoming events, we'll see some Drutinis, dinos in the Go Battle League. So it won't be that hard to get to the 30 dragons, but I do like that this one won't be completed within the day.
Yeah. I mean, that's the way I feel. Like, you obviously play a lot harder than me, but the idea that they're... And because I have something else to work towards. Like, I still need to get closer to level 50, but that also seems like so out of reach. But this new quest line, it's going to take some time, but the end is in sight, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know when level 50 is ever going to happen, but...
It's, it's so rough, man. I hit the XP wall. I just completed my 8th week for 47. So now I just need 3.5 more million, which will take me about 10 days, I think, to move up. But then I got, what is it, 65 million more to go.
Yeah. Jeez, dude. You better start
it'll be
stacking
fun.
the best friends.
Oh, I know something. I have a nice little grind going. I budgeted out. I think I can do it. I'm thinking by August, but realistically, probably more October before I can get to the 50.
Right. Oh, while I have you on the phone, this is what I wanted to show you. The thing that holds your phone.
Yeah.
So, like, if you're busy doing something else, it works pretty well, you know? Or even if you're on a phone call, you just do whatever. It was like $10. It's a lot better than, like, doing something else with your phone flat.
Can you also plug it in? Like, can you wrap the cord through the bottom of it?
Yeah.
Very
so your
cool.
phone goes like that, and then your cord would come through here underneath.
All right. Well, I think my birthday's coming up first, so.
Ah. Cheapskate. I'm just kidding. All right. So let's get into it. Obviously, Kanto Tour was an awesome event. I mean, maybe it's not awesome because a lot of people are saying otherwise, or obvious because a lot of other people are saying otherwise. But I wanted to take a quick look at my shinies, and then we're gonna hop in and look at what Ben got. So we'll make sure there's enough time for that because it's gonna take a while since he's got so many shinies we got to look at. All right. So my first catch of the day was a Charmander, which was okay. You know, we've already had enough Charmanders, but I started out with it, so I was okay. I got an Ekans after that, which I already had, but that was pretty cool to... I think Ekans is a really cool shiny, personally.
It is.
So seeing that was good. And then my third shiny was the one that like really kicked it off. I was like actually hyped about. I got the green monkey Mankey. So that was cool. He's one of the ones who has a higher chance of being shiny with the red version, I believe. So my next one after that was a Krabby, and both of those, the Mankey and the Krabby, were both shinies I didn't have before. So I was really excited to get those two. Then I completed the whatever portion of the research for the shiny Ditto. I got another Mankey, which I was still cool with because completed the family, you know what I mean?
Right, you got to evolve one.
Exactly. Then I got a shiny Eevee, which was really cool. During this event, I got enough Eevees to actually complete the shiny Eevee family, but unfortunately, one of them evolved into a Vaporeon, which I already have two other ones of. So...
So you have two extra Vaporeons?
I've got two extra shiny Vaporeons, so that's where I'm sitting.
Oh, no.
But one of them evolved into a Flareon, which I didn't have before. After that Eevee, I got a Dratini, which we kind of... how many shiny Dratinis do you have?
Total?
Yeah.
5?
Oh, okay.
5 plus the Dragonite.
Yeah, I'm sitting about the same. We have enough of these guys, but I caught it at 718, so that was a good one. And I honestly just want a bunch of shiny Dratinis because I kind of like Dratini and Dragonair, their shiny forms, more than Dragonite.
I don't know. I like the green guy. I like the green. I like him.
Well, just to be clear, I want all of them. Like, I want... if I get... I don't know. I just want them all. I really like the pink on it.
It is a nice pink, though.
Yeah. And that was the last shiny I caught with you. Then I left because we were at the casino. Totally social distancing and having a good time safely or whatever. And after leaving, I ended up catching a Bulbasaur. I caught the Hitmonlee, so I was very excited about that. I was driving with somebody, so we were like on the freeway, and when I clicked it, I was freaking out. I was like, I don't know if I'll get another one. This is going to get away. We're going too fast. But I caught it, so we're good. After that, I caught a shiny Pikachu, which knew Surf, so that was very cool. I almost evolved one of my shiny Pichus just to get a shiny Pikachu with Surf, but after catching that, I was good. I didn't need to do that. I ended up catching another shiny Charmander, another Krabby, another Oddish, which is like my 6th Oddish. So, I mean, don't get me wrong, shiny count, right? I did get a Jigglypuff, which I'm happy about because during GoFest, I got a shiny Jigglypuff that frickin' ran off. So this kind of replaces that. I got another shiny Machop at home, which was okay. We already have enough of those. I got the Eevee that evolved into the Vaporeon. I completed the shiny Krabby family during this event, as well as got one more. So that was cool. I did get another Diglett, which was kind of like... I mean...
How many is that?
How many is that? That's a good question. It's gotta be... That's number 6.
Oh, that's disgusting. I have 11. I have 10 plus the one alone. And thank God I didn't get one during this event.
One of the last ones I got was one of the most exciting ones for me because I've been looking for this one for a while, and I think you already have it, but it was towards the very, like, the last 15 minutes. right? Um, and I was worried I wasn't going to get this one specifically, but I ended up getting a Shelder, so that's really cool.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, I really like the orange on that, but like I can't evolve it because I only got one. And then I ended the event with our favorite Pokemon, a shiny Weedle. Right at like
Very cool.
right at like 8:58. I was like, all right, I've got all my shinies, right? I click a Weedle, and of course it's shiny. So there's that. And that's pretty much... So I got about 21, 22 shinies. My whole thing was I was thinking there'd be a little bit more diversity. And in the beginning, I felt like I wasn't getting it. But towards the end of the event, it really started like playing out more.
Yeah.
So that being said... Oh, there's a Zapdos raid near me. That being said, Ben, you got a lot of shinies. I know you can't really use your phone to pull them up right now, so...
I started off with the two Pikachus. Like we were supposed to all meet up at 9. I'm the only one that showed up on time, so I was all set up. I got the kid's account open, getting ready for him to start. The girlfriend's account got hers open, so I was ready. As soon as the event started, second Pokemon I click on was the Pikachu. And then like probably minutes later it was another Pikachu, Bulbasaur. That whole first 15 minutes I went pretty crazy. Ended up with like 4 of them.
Yeah, when I met up with you, you had like... I met up with you maybe like 10 o'clock, right? And you had said you had already gotten about 7 by that point.
Yeah. And then as soon as we were doing the researches, I clicked on the one because I forgot that there was 2 sets of researches: the today task and then the Ditto task. And I slid over and I got the Tangela from that one.
Oh yeah,
and they just kept coming. Like what's nice is I liked how every hour it changed, like they did with GoFest. So it did kind of give me a little bit of diversity each hour, which was kind of nice. The Hypno-Chan I got pretty early. I was really hoping for the Lee. I didn't catch the Lee. I think I caught 2 of the Chans while at the casino, and then one more sitting at a McDonald's like 8 or 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock. We did several of the raids.
Hold on. You should nickname the one you found at McDonald's Hit McLee.
If you look at the Mr. Mime,
yeah,
the Mr. Mime is
Mr. McMime. That's awesome.
So yeah, I'm trying to think what else was on there. I got the 2 EVs or 3 EVs.
You got 3 shiny EVs during the event.
That will put me at 11 regular EVs or shiny EVs. I have not evolved yet. I haven't used the name yet, the name trick. So I'm thinking about doing the name trick on everyone. But I kind of like knowing that I still have those. So I might just try to evolve and then, like your problem, just trade for them because most of the IVs kind of suck on them.
Yeah.
Or just wait for a lucky friend and then trade off the extras that I need as luckies. So that might not be a horrible idea either.
That's a good way to do it. I mean, I'll be a little bit more selfish and say when you evolve them, if they come out not what you want, you can replace the shinies I'm missing because I'm not as shiny Eevee rich as you appear to be.
What else? Anything else stand out in my list?
I know going into this event, you and I both really wanted a Lickitung.
Yes, I did get a Lickitung.
Yeah.
I was happy about that because I missed it during the... I have a problem because with all of the raid day events, the Lickitung, the Laprases, and those type of events, those 3-hour-long events, we carpooled with a bunch of us. We crammed like 5 or 6 people in the car. We got, a couple of extra phones. and we will raid 15 plus in those 3 hours, and somehow I end up with zero Lickitungs, zero Laprases. Unfortunately, this event I still minus a Lapras.
Yeah, the only
I
one you
really,
have is traded to you, right?
yeah, from you because
Yeah.
you ended up with four that day.
I
It's
was
all right. I'll catch it eventually.
I am pretty like overall I'm really jealous of how you did. You got some great shinies all across the board. Like you went into this event also with no shiny Bellsprouts if I remember right.
Nope, zero.
And then you ended up completing the whole family. You got 3 shiny Bellsprouts. So, I don't know if you
Uh,
evolved them.
um, I have not evolved. I have a thing where I don't like to evolve them yet, so um, I think I'm going to start evolving them because I have a lot of Chinese. Like was it like almost 11? I have 1,200 Chinese right now. Most of them are all caught, so um, I definitely have. I'm in a position where I can evolve multiple families and still have extras. So I think this year I'd probably start evolving them a little bit more, just so I can start flexing them a little bit more.
Yeah, definitely. Um, and then the other thing is there. So just as a reminder, is there like maybe a shiny Pokemon you got that someone else was like really looking for that you may have gotten 4 of during this event?
I don't recall which one you were talking about.
Like, like a a green version exclusive, higher chance to be shiny, Sandshrew maybe.
Oh, the Sandshrews.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, number 7, 8, 9, and 10. Uh, I caught two of those right in front of you, and I felt bad. I know how much you want to. I think most of my Sandshrews I catch in front of you.
You do. It's crap.
We've done raids in which I just randomly click a Sandshrew and there's one. The couple of this event, you're my Sandshrew guy, man. You like my
And
lucky charm for Sandshrews.
yeah, whenever we want the same shiny, it always works in your favor because it like manifests the shiny luck for you. So
Well, you did have the Bellsprout 6 months earlier than I did, so
that's right. But
you
you've
got
got
one.
so what? It doesn't matter anymore because you've got 2 more than me now.
Overall, the event was great. I loved the event. I know people had problems with it, um, and I'm sorry to hear that. We've all had different events in the past where uh, maybe not as good. I think Go Fest last year, I didn't do nearly as good as you did. I think is this my I was primed and ready. Uh, but overall, it was a really good event. I did like the diversity, and it did definitely help. I liked staying in the one spot and not traveling too much. So that, like you mentioned, like when you were leaving, going to wherever else, like you lose catch time in your transit from from one spot to the next. So
yeah.
I
Well,
did auto catch a couple of those. I think I ended up auto catching a total of 5 throughout the day.
yeah. And I was saying like I thought we might be better spawn wise somewhere else, but then I started thinking about it. For as much time as we were spending out, like you said, I was saying we should be somewhere outdoors, and where you said we were was indoors with AC and comfortable.
Wi-Fi.
Yeah, so that really does make more sense. I realized that like after taking off. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean overall I had a good event. I didn't experience too many of the issues except for when I needed to do raids. Uh,
Yeah.
that was the only problem.
I've had that raid issue. I had that raid issue for about a week and a half now, where I would remote into one raid, and then when I tried to remote into a second one, it would not recognize the remote path, so I'd have to hurry up and do a quick restart. Um, Luckily, I was able to when I got I caught him early enough, so there was 80 seconds left. I was able to get the quick restart and get back in with 20 seconds left. But it definitely a little stressful in that aspect. Um, Having to restart every time. But yeah, that was definitely pretty frustrating. Just to having to constantly like close it, wait for it to reopen, and then obviously I got to shiny check whatever's out there before I jump into the raid. So yeah, that definitely no good.
So, with that being said, apparently there was enough players having this issue that they are actually going to be doing a Makeup Kanto Tour event where previous ticket holders are going to get access to a second day of the same event. So they haven't
Okay.
announced any of the details, like the date or how they're gonna do it. I know that sometimes the makeup events like are significantly better than the original event was supposed to be. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So knowing that, I feel a lot better about not getting some of the shinies I didn't get that I wanted during this because we're going to have a second chance, but I don't know how good that chance is going to be. Do you have any thoughts about the makeup event?
Most of the makeup events that they've had, Go Fest for one, it will run probably about 3 hours. And they'll limit the. This event we ended up with 100 Pokemon across all of the different towns. If I had to guess, we're gonna get about 3 hours. Um, Hopefully, maybe a couple of raid passes for it, but I think we're gonna see a large decline in the spawns. Hopefully, we get some of the good spawns, the Hypnochans and the Lees. The Snorlaxes would be super awesome to see those spawn out. But I'd like to see some of the spawns that we don't typically see. Um, Bellsprouts, some of the more of the semi rarer ones would be kind of nice. But um, I did okay the last makeup event. I'm still waiting for the Galarian Mime event makeup.
Yeah, I know, right?
um, Regardless, the fact that they acknowledge that there was a problem and they're giving us those 3 hours, it's all bonus. So it's probably unlikely that I'll do the same five or six per hour. But even if I get one or two extras, will be kind of nice to just to add to the count.
Yeah. And this event was big for a lot of people, even if they didn't get shinies. There's a lot of people who haven't completed their Kanto Pokédex. So with the raids and everything going on, even if you didn't get shinies, you were able to kind of complete that, which is really cool, you know?
Well, the one problem that my son was running into is he chose red. I chose green. In my green incenses, I had Bellsprouts. He didn't get as many Bellsprouts. So he's now stuck on completing the last evolve task because he doesn't have enough candies to evolve his Bellsprouts. And I don't have enough extra Bellsprouts to trade him. So I think he's going to get to a point where he's going to evolve 149 or the 70 of them, and he's going to be missing two.
Wow.
So
Does he have enough rare candies?
67, I think.
Oh, no.
So I got to maybe get out there and get him a couple extra raids.
Yeah, so he can
Try to
spend
get some extra
100 rare
candies.
candies on Bellsprout. But yeah, I mean,
That would be funny.
for the makeup event, I could see it going like maybe one of two ways. I don't know, like if they'll do if they do the 3 hours, because I think you're right about that. That's what they tend to do with their makeup events. I think it's pretty unlikely we'll get like a full day of Kanto Tour again. You know, that might be a bit much. But
Yeah,
like,
because it's kind of hard to schedule a 6 hour day off of work, um, find locations, and just it's nice when they do these type of events this far in advance, so that way you can take the time off and you can do it. 3 hours is easy enough as a makeup to kind of take a half day, and it's a little easier to manage the time.
well, I think what we might end up seeing, and this is just like a theory, um, I think it'll either be like the last hour where it's spawns from all hours for 3 hours, for the makeup
Okay.
part. It'll either be like that, or I could see it being like obviously you get a couple here and there, but you'd primarily see your version exclusive Pokemon, like the Pokemon with the higher chance of being shiny that are advertised. You know how there was like about
Definitely.
10 of them for
Yeah.
each version? And then Pikachu and the starters had a higher chance to be shiny for anybody who bought the ticket, whether you were red or green. So I could see them plus your version exclusives being like the primary spawns of the makeup event. I think we'll probably see something like that because changing the spawns up the way they did for the Kanto tour is probably pretty hard on the game and probably is part of what caused all the issues.
Hmm.
So that's my theory.
Yeah. It would be nice to see because the Go Fest one really drastically cut the spawn list. Um, it was a little bit okay, but I would definitely like to see the 3 hours of just give us all the Pokemon again. Um, I just say 3 hours is just a free for all. Just let's get crazy.
Yeah, dude, I'm here's the thing. If this happens again, I'm going to have to go very, very, very hard because I want a shiny Aerodactyl and I'm not going to get it any other way. Like, if I don't get it during the makeup hours or the makeup event, I don't think I'll ever see a shiny Aerodactyl. And
Win
that's
five
not...
raids.
What?
The task for win 5 raids is still Aerodactyl.
I'm not doing that. I'm not holding win 5 raids. I'm not. But I mean, that's gonna be like the big deal. I mean, I see Kabuto spawns. I see some of the spawns of these other Pokemon I didn't get. If I have the opportunity to get the Hitmonchan, that'll be a huge help. Because I don't see many.
I'll
of
get
him.
another Lee. I'd be happy to trade you one.
Yeah, I've only got the one so far. So I was kind of bummed about that because I was hoping we could swap, but it didn't work out that way for me.
Right.
So, that being said, I mean, that's pretty much our experience with the Kanto tour. It was a pretty good event for us. We got a bunch of shinies, and we're getting ready for the Kanto tour makeup. Whenever that is, I'll have a video with some new details on that because I'm sure it'll feel like a completely different event. But yeah, any last words on the event or what you're looking forward to next in Pokemon Go, Ben?
A couple of things looking forward to. March 1st, I think, is going to be the start of the new season for Go Battle League. So with this event, and I think through Sunday, Community Day moves with evolves for the 3 starters, and the Dragonite will have the starters. Definitely evolve your Bulbasaurs, get your Frenzy Plant. Early game, some of your Great League. Blastoise is doing fantastic, so get your Hydro Cannon. And then I like evolving the Charmanders into the Charizards to get Blast Burn, and then TM, the fast TM, to get Dragon Breath. I think Dragon Breath is a better fast move. I think the fast elite TMs are better to use, only because there's not a lot of Pokemon that need their legacy fast moves. So,
Right.
in theory, we'll have more of those not being used, and then let's save the elite charge TMs for something later. So, get all your blast burns. You don't have to do the Dragon Breath, but it is slightly faster than the Fire Spin. But both are very good fast moves. But yeah, definitely get some of those evolves out. Keep a couple extras for trade. If you do keep any extras for trade, remember to evolve them with lower CPs. So that way, when you trade them to a friend, that way if they IV up, it doesn't go past the 1500 or the 2500 that you're looking for. I ran into that problem a couple of times. So I got a bunch of extra 6 and 700s that are ready for trade, and then they can just power them up the last couple to get to wherever league they want. But I think that's the only other thing I'm really looking forward to is the Go Battle League and then the Evolves.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you kind of led into it a little bit with that. I'm really looking forward to the rest of this week because we're getting a lot of those Kanto spawns still, is the Kanto celebration event. So if you don't have a good Charmander, good Squirtle, good Bulbasaur, now's your time to get those. Me personally, I'm going to be out hunting for the shiny Doduo.
Yes.
This week, I've been seeing a good amount of his spawns, so if I'm on the grind, hopefully I can get one of those guys.
Or maybe we can get one tonight, maybe.
Maybe. We'll see what ends up happening. But guys, that was our experience with the Kanto Tour. We're going to leave it there. And let me know down in the comments why you hate me. I mean, let me know in the comments how your Kanto Tour event was, what shinies you got, and I will see you out in the next video. Thank you for joining me, Ben. I appreciate it, man.
Of course. Thank you. You guys have a good night.